Hi, I'm Samantha from The Data Are All Right, and I'm back with a new installment of mail merge tutorials for nonprofit administrators who use Salesforce. Today, I'm going to be presenting about the super powerful, relatively new, but still super exciting free and open source package called Program Management Module that you can download and install into your org. I have it installed into the org that's on my screen. You can see it comes in with a built-in great architecture for measuring social services, volunteer programs, classes and cohorts, after school activities, camps, like all kinds of cool stuff that people might register for and do in groups. And I'm also going to be demoing this solution using a paid third-party app called Apsona that does a cajillion cool things like reporting, importing data, sending emails, doing mail merge, which is what we're going to look at today. I have a vision for providing a full suite of templates for all kinds of PMM types of examples of things that you might need to merge. And this is the first one in the series. We are going to merge a sheet for taking attendance. Why do we need a mail merge for this? Well, you can do it in Salesforce. You can do it in Nonprofit Cloud. Program Management Module actually has a really great kind of attendance sheet called bulk service delivery. It's a screen for data entry, and it's really well thought out. But I think that lots of programs are going to have people taking attendance who are not online at that point, either because they're outside, they don't have a device, or they don't have a Salesforce license, or any other reason. They could be volunteers, who knows? Having attendance sheets can be really useful, and then someone can do the data entry later. So we're going to go through that example today and how to build it in Apsona. So I'm going to go to my Apsona tab. Apsona is a paid application, but they have a really sweet deal for nonprofits. And from here, I'm going to go to my service session. Come on, let's go service session. Here we go. And I'm going to find a record that has some service deliveries attached to it because that's ultimately what we want to report on. So this particular one that I highlighted, you can see over here, Apsona is smart enough to tell me that it has 5 related service deliveries, which means that there's 5 people who are registered for this particular session of a service that might be recurring, it might not, depends on how you have it set up in your PMM. And so from here, I can go to Tools and go to Merge Mail. I'm going to click Run an Existing Merge and select the one that I've previously built, but I'm also going to click this checkbox so that you can follow along with me on all of the steps of the merge, which is the same thing basically as building it yourself. I'm going to hit the Next button, and this second option is all about where the template lives. So instead of uploading a file into Salesforce, I'm using the Google Sheets option. So I have a Google Doc, in this case it's a spreadsheet, that is where my template lives, and I can update it in real time without having to upload a new version, which is so cool. You basically just take this code here and you pop it right here into the ID. But so the input is a Google Sheets template and some data from Salesforce, but the output is an Excel. All right, we don't have any parameters for this solution, so I'm just gonna hit Next. Now we get to look at our field map. So Apsona recognized that because I put these curly brackets here, that we're merging in data, not from the service session, which is the main object or the root object, but we have to pull in records from a sublist, and that sublist is going to be from service deliveries. And so I built a report. There's a linkage over here. So this report is pulling in all of the service deliveries that match the service session that I selected over here. And then I'm mapping the fields that are in my template. So in this template, we only have one field, which is the person's name. So I mapped full name to the service delivery section of my template. And I'm going to hit Next. and it asks me about saving this and logging and emailing. We're not doing logging and emailing for this solution, so I'm just going to click save and run. Bada bing, bada boom, it processed one record. I'm going to click download results, and let's take a look at what we got. So you can see here, let's zoom in a little bit, that we got the date of the program and the name of the program, which is useful if you're printing out a whole bunch of these, and the names of the people who are registered. The status is blank because someone is going to fill that in with a pen and a paper. But I made this into a nice printable. I was thinking about how to make this super easy for people to use. So I kept the lines in so that we can just print these out and get them into the hands of our program managers. Let's go back to the solution and I'll hit close. I was able to set this up in like just a few minutes as soon as I got my test data into my org. And I did that using a really fancy tool. But if you're building this in your org, you probably already have data, so you don't have to worry about that. You can borrow the same template as me. It's actually publicly available and it's linked in my GitHub repository. So I have, I'll link to this in the video notes. I am keeping documentation here. There's a bunch of examples and descriptions about what you need to do, and a link that will take you right to the template where you can make a copy and you can take that your new code and you can put it into your own solution for Apsona. I hope that you get off to creating amazing mail merge solutions with all of the tools at your disposal. Apsona and PMM are certainly two very powerful tools for nonprofit Salesforce admins. And I can't wait to continue this journey with you. I have a lot more up my sleeves. Thanks for sticking around, and I'd love to hear from you if this video resonates. All right, bye.